Welcome back, van lovers and stepfathers. Today we're in a Honda Odyssey and I'm gonna test exactly how much G-force a 4.5 ton van can handle. The Honda Odyssey is like a level 1 soccer mom car, while the Cadillac Escalade is more like level 100. I realized that the Escalade is more like a poser car. That's because the kids that show up to practice in a worse car usually end up playing better. It's probably because they have more to prove and kicking a ball into a net is their only way out the hood. I had this Mexican guy named Gonzalez on my soccer team, and boy could he run after a soccer ball. I once heard his dad tell him to pretend that the ball is a green card, and every time he scores he can import one of his cousins from Mexico. If that's not all the motivation you need, I don't know what is. When I'm in the gym and try to hit a PR, I don't have anyone spotting me or motivating me. The fear of the weight crushing me to death is all the motivation I need to lift it back up. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Not lift the heaviest weight possible and just let it crush me? Nah bro, I would rather steal the tail off a furry and be crushed under the weight of 5 grown adults with identity disorders than fail a gym PR. If furries start working out, do they get more muscular or does their armor get stronger? Yes, I just referred to their Halloween costume as armor, because that's the only thing they have to protect themselves in the real world. In the 1400s, we had royal knights with steel armors who concealed their identity and fought to the death in the name of honor. In 2024, we got grown adults wearing 45-pound fursuits and cosplaying as wild feral animals. I'm not gonna lie bro, these furries are better than OnlyFans models. These quote-unquote models on OnlyFans are doing more harm to an entire generation than these furries could ever do. I be on Twitter looking at wholesome videos and boom, I go to the comment section. Do you want to see my cherry emoji for $5? Like bro, the video I was watching is a guy walking his disabled dog. I promise you no one wants to see your cherry emojis, and the guys endorsing it are just as guilty. I mean, look at Neon. This Pakistani pimp is funneling his underage male audience who are just as delusional as him to his girlfriend's OnlyFans account. Hello guys, it is me Neon, and today I will be showcasing my girlfriend live on stream. Neon's personality is questionable to say the least. The only reason people watch him is because he's like the squirrel from Ice Age. He cannot stand still for more than 5 seconds. And the personality of the Honda Odyssey is extremely vibrant and responsive. No, I'm just playing. He has the same personality as a fucking slice of bread. Speaking of bread, I need to get more bread in Minecraft, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You guys won't believe me, but one time I made a bread smoothie. I had to take an all-white picture for one of my photography classes, so I took white bread out my fridge and used my PS5 as the white background. After multiple attempts at repositioning the bread to make it look more aesthetic, the picture came out just as stale as the bread. But I couldn't just throw the bread away, because it would decompose in my house and smell like Fallout 4. I couldn't just flush it either, because then it would clog my toilet. So I decided to soak the bread in water, throw it into my blender, and make a bread smoothie. Yes, I drank a bread smoothie and it tasted worse than it sounds. After drinking it, the fluids that came down wanted to come back up, so I nonchalantly walked to my washroom and emptied my stomach's inventory into the sink. Only after puking out my entire intestine, I realized I could have just flushed the bread smoothie down the drain this entire time. At least then the bread could be some nutrients for my kids, and one night a deformed bread man would come out the drain looking like some twisted modern day Frankenstein who wishes to be loved by its creator. I don't think the Honda Odyssey is loved by its creator. This car has been in production for nearly 20 years and got only 4 facelifts. By contrast, Kim Kardashian has more facelifts than the Honda Odyssey, and she's been in production for 43 years. I never understood why people are so obsessed with other people's lives. I'm sure when God created you, His intention wasn't for you to drool over accomplishments that mere mortals have achieved in our temporary lifetimes. In my opinion, the paradise God created for us is better than anything of this physical world, and we should see this life as an opportunity to grow and learn, instead of beating your meat 5 times a day. Some of you probably think I'm crazy for talking about furries and God in the same video, but there is a correlation between both of them. When God gave us consciousness as humans, it was so we would be different from animals, but these furries are acting in the complete opposite manner. Imagine you are the creator. You gave your creation free will to do whatever they want. And what do? Cosplay as Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony instead of achieving anything of substantial value in their lifetimes. There are entire subcultures of furries known as bronies whose only goal in life is to look like My Little Pony characters. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I can't help but to feel bad for them. Oh, not the furries, I'm talking about their parents. Imagine raising a child for 25 years, expecting them to have some stable job and family, then seeing them show up to Thanksgiving dinner looking like an animatronic from Five Nights at Freddy's. You got one of your kids who's a high-ranking military general and another one who's high in delusion wearing colored raccoon furs. What conversations can even go on at these dinner tables? I can't even imagine. I bet one child grew up playing Call of Duty and the other would play with the squirrel down the road. Squirrels are so interesting, but I would never dress up like one. Same with Call of Duty operators. I would never dress up as one during Halloween and come to school. I still remember the time I was banned from our grade A Halloween dance because I didn't submit one assignment on time. Miss Toyama, if you're watching this, I still didn't forget. She was one of the best teachers I ever had, but all she would do was just talk about her kids. Like, it would be 60% teaching and 40% her talking about her kids. It got to the point where we knew more about our kids' life than grade A math material. I would be looking at a math question during a test and just put her kid's name as the answer, instead of actually trying to solve the problem. Running away from my problems is something that I do quite often, but then I realized that running is the best form of martial arts. So next time someone presses you for saying your favorite forbidden word, just run away. Well, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my other Honda videos. Stay blessed.